Futures trading is risky and can result in substantial financial loss. Never put a futures position on without a stop-loss order in place. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to Short Term Trading Live with Oscar's Friday Roundup. Hey, if you guys have been following, EMINI has been working for us. EMINI's nailed 8 days in a row in the indices. 8 in a row. Look out, EMINI. That thing is doing good. We'll talk about EMINI a little bit later. Yesterday, well, for today, Friday, last night in the video, we talked about buying NASDAQ between 1821 and 1819. Turns out to be today's low. Market went up, never got any higher than 31-ish. We got out at 29. Not bad to end off the Friday with, right? Last night's video, we talked about cotton. I said I'm not going to give you an exact buy level, although the 52.90 area doesn't look bad. But EMINI's looking for 54.35. Lo and behold, today's high. March cotton, 54.40. Whoa, we're doing all right. It's paying off. Doing the analysis every night. You guys will be able to do this too. You'll see. In fact, we're going to talk about a couple of things. What we learned this week. You see, we had a great week calling the markets. Admittedly, some of my initial buy points never got hit. But hey, when the market gets really close to where I say buy and takes off, for you guys, that's just as good, right? You should know what to do from that point. So, so far, so good. So far, so good. We'll try to keep it up. Remember, we're short-term traders with a long-term view. We got to see where we are at the end of the year. It doesn't matter how right or wrong I am right now, but hopefully I'll be more right than wrong. Otherwise, you guys are going to hang me. But hey, I'll keep doing what I'm doing because it's working. Week review. We talked about the law of averages. You remember I showed you a chart in the S&P with a 48-day exponential, and I said the law of averages. That goes under the rule of keeping it simple. Keep it simple, stupid, an industry term we'll talk about. We also talked about stop placement. Always, always place your stops because a stop is your best friend. But we also talked about when you should place the stop. Always place the stop before the entry order. Look at last night's video. Remember, it can happen. It has happened before. It's even happened to me on an occasion or two when I was coming up in the business. If you are going to sell a market at any level, any market, and you have a buy stop prescribed, place the buy stop first before the initial entry sell order, because if something goes wrong, the reason why you had the buy stop was in case something goes wrong, right? Well, what if something goes wrong while you're typing in your buy stop after your sell order's been in? It'll never be in. You'll be short and no way out. Reverse that. Type your stop in first, then type your sell order, and imagine if as you're typing your sell order, the market goes crazy to the upside. Your buy stop will get hit, and you'll be long the market. So place your stops first. Stop placement is extremely important. Always have a stop in. When to place it is just as important. Over time, things will happen in markets. If you maintain rules and you maintain discipline and you stick to those rules, over time you will win. The odds will come your way. Keep it simple. Karnak the Caterpillar. Do you remember that we did Karnak the Caterpillar? I'm going to go back to a clip. We filmed it on 1/12/13. Well, actually, it was after midnight, so it was probably 1/13/07. But I know that we saw it happening on 1/12/07, filmed it on 1/13/07, and gave it to you on 1/19/07. But Karnak the Caterpillar goes right in line with keeping it simple. KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Keep your analysis simple. Something like Karnak the Caterpillar can tell you a lot about what's going to happen in grains, and we'll get to that. Blow-off tops is another thing we talked about. The S&P in the beginning of this week, or at the end of last week, actually, Wednesday, Thursday into last week, we had what was looking like triple tops, little tops up here. People thought, oh no, we're heading down a little. The top is in. And I wrote a note and said, no, on Monday, I said, not a chance. A market cannot put its top in as large as the S&P, as widely traded, without some kind of major blow-off first. We didn't see a major blow-off. We turned around and we started putting in more new highs. Proof is in the pudding. Blow-off tops have to come before a market sets it as highs. Okay, so we talked about that. I'm going to show you Karnak the Caterpillar. I want to show you why I think that if you keep your analysis simple, and then when you have an idea, rein in the charts and find an entry point, you can have a very, very profitable career in this industry. I'll get back to you in a moment. Take a look at this clip, and then we'll put up some charts and I'll show you where things are now as opposed to where they were. Good luck, traders. Take a look at this quick clip. Okay, another thing I just wanted to say briefly, you know, these markets, these grain markets look like, of course, already you see what's happening. They're going to go crazy. We've already had an orange juice freeze. The grains, as you've seen, have blown up. I'll speak about corn in a little while. But after this video tonight, I have a little short about somebody I like to call Karnak the Caterpillar. I think you'll see why once you see it. It's a little short right after this, so give me a little patience and watch it. You can think what you want, but... Good evening, traders. You want to hear a quick lesson about how life, in every form of life, reverts back to trading in the markets? Look down again. Look at what this is right here. That's a caterpillar. This is January 13th. It's in the middle of the winter in the Northeast, up in New York City. There's a caterpillar walking around. I was flying kites with my children in 70-degree weather last weekend. The grains this year are going to go bonkers. That right there, that little thing that you see right there, and me flying kites 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago in 70 degrees in New York in the middle of January, that tells me this is going to be the wildest year we've seen in grains for years. Let's see if this caterpillar, in fact, come here, caterpillar. Let's see if this caterpillar right here determines how high the grains are going to go this year, because this guy walking around right now, he just came out of my yard and walked into my office on January 13th in the winter, which should be cold, but it's warm out. This tells me the grains are going to go crazy. Let's see what happens. That's the way I trade. I look at things like this, I make analogies, and I go for it. So, that caterpillar, that's going to be your reason for trading commodities this summer. You'll see. Let's see what happens. Okay, now you traders, you watched the Karnak video, and I talked about keeping your analysis simple. I'll explain to you why. Just looking at something as simple as a caterpillar marching around in December in the Northeast, January, what am I saying December? January in the Northeast. It was January 12th and 13th. I seen a caterpillar. A few days before that, I was flying kites with my children on the beach in January. That's insane. It's not supposed to happen. You look at something like that, and a guy like me puts a whole scenario together out for the next 6, 8, 12 months. That scenario tells me grains are going to go crazy. But for now, let's step back just for a moment. We talked about keeping it simple. The laws of moving averages is also one of the things that I mean by keeping it simple. Something as simple as this 48-day moving average gave me 8 straight winning days in a row. I will not say that that average did it. That average was just one day's catalyst to make me know I was right about the other days. Keep it simple. Look at that average. The law of averages says if it's working well, it will continue working well until you've settled at least 2 days below it. Another look, another average. Just to prove that I'm not just looking at one chart. Take a look at the bonds. 200-day moving average. We hit it. I drew an ellipse. That ellipse shows me how high we should go. I took the same exact size ellipse and put it here. Tells me bonds have another at least 3/4 of a handle to go. We're just under the 112 level now. We should get onto the 113 level according to the law of averages. Keeping the analysis simple. It's that simple. It's not that simple to figure out exactly where to get in, but it's that simple to figure out where it should be going direction-wise next. Okay, now we're going to talk about Karnak. Here is what we've seen since that Karnak the Caterpillar came out. Okay, pork bellies. Right off the bat, you need grains to feed the hogs and the pigs and the bellies and any other animal. We need grains to feed them with. Karnak the Caterpillar's video was here on this day, the 13th. Actually the 12th, but the 13th. Look at this market since then. Boom, that's bellies. We're not done. Lean hogs, live hogs, depends on how old you are. Karnak, 113.07. Look at where we've gone to since. We're bam! this is only the beginning of the season. I'm not done. I have some examples here. Cocoa. March Cocoa. Karnak the Caterpillar. January 13th. We were at somewhere around the 1598 level. 1785. It's only a few weeks since then. It's the beginning of the season. We're gonna go bonkers just like in the video. I'm telling you, it's coming. Look at this. There's more. It's a never-ending thing here. Soy meal. March. Karnak the Caterpillar. Look at the move. The day after Karnak. We were trading around 200. 226 today. Soybeans. Karnak the Caterpillar. We're 672-ish area. 767. Couple of weeks later. You tell me analysis, if you don't keep it simple, is it going to put a couple of dollars in the bank? You can't get simpler than this, and you can't make this stuff up. Next. Bean oil. Karnak, the 13th. Look at this move. Wa-boom, wa-boom, wa-boom. 29.25 area, 30.85 on Friday. We talked about Karnak, we talked about grains, we talked about keeping it simple. You didn't need a genius to come up with that one, right? Lord knows I'm not a genius. Okay, and here's the master. Look at the corn market. Look at this little baby right here. Karnak, right around the 12th, 13th. Boom, the corn opens up much higher, puts in its flag, starts to break out as of today. 418 today. This is a long-term bull. I believe a long-term bull is forming in the corn. We are breaking out. Karnak, that's the whole reason why I showed you people Karnak to start off with, because of the corn market. And here it is. Again, you can't make this stuff up. This is happening before your eyes. Look at these moves. Every one of these charts had an amazing move since that day. Every single one. Now, I haven't scanned all the charts. Of course, some things have gone down. But most of the grain-related products that will have something to do with planting-wise, what's being planted, what's not being planted in its place, they will have some market this year. I can just about guarantee it, thanks to Karnak. That's what I wanted to tell you about. I wanted to show this to you. We did a couple of really nice things this week. That's probably going to be about the end of this video. With that, I'm just going to say, I'll jump back in and say, we had a great week. Hopefully, we'll have a greater week this week. Remember, keep your analysis simple. Guys, traders, that's something I showed you right before your eyes. These things happen. It's not all that hard. Where exactly to get in? Maybe a guy like me in a good chart can help you with that. Which way a market should go? Common sense should give you what you need to at least give some form of direction. If not, there's always Omni. Speaking of which, my IT guy, Bob Moore, we're flying him back in from Chicago tomorrow morning, 7:45. I'll be at the airport picking him up. We are going to finish the website. Complete. Omni's going to be debuted. I think you guys are going to like it. I can't wait. I've been working on it for so long. I'll tell you all the details about it over the next few days. I am going to keep him captive in my office for 7 straight days. I'll make him sleep on the floor if I have to, but we're getting this site done. You guys are going to like it. Okay, when you're at my YouTube site, www.youtube.com/futuresanalysts, click subscribe and you'll get my videos as quickly as we put them out. We try to have one out every night. We try to do one for the weekend, so we're good for 6 videos a week on average. We try to teach and help you guys. We're trying to bridge this gap between the days of old when you called the floor and the days of today when you keep punching your orders. Remember, stop's your best friend. Don't forget about that. Keep punching those orders to get you in trouble without your stops. Stops go in first. Okay. You can call me at 718-351-2266. Speaking about flash updates, they are essential. Today, you had an opportunity to get out of the NASDAQ trade. I flash updated everyone and said, I'm getting out of NASDAQ at 1829. I flash updated everybody. Put your orders in at 1829. Cancel your stops. That was pretty much the only opportunity until right at the close that you would have gotten out of that. Flash updates are essential. If you'd like to get on those flash updates, give me an email at futuresanalysts@gmail.com. Give us your return email in a quick note, and I'll put you on my flash updates database. That's about it for the week. Sunday night market's open for a couple of moments. Same thing on Monday in the day, just for evening out of orders and positions. I am taking Monday off. Well, not really. I'm working on my site, but I'm taking it off from you guys. I won't have a video. Probably not until Monday evening. That should be the next one. But we'll see what happens. Good luck, traders. We had a great week. We're having a great session here. Keep those emails coming. Keep doing your studying. Do your analysis. Good luck, traders.
Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided. That being said, I am a 24-year seasoned trader on and off the floors. This is how I've made my living for many, many years. Good luck, trade.